So prior to learning about the RCA, I actually had no idea that remote closing even existed. I'd worked in sales for a couple of years after graduating university, and I kind of hated having to work in an office all the time. And I was really looking for that something remote. And that's when I came across RCA and discovered that there is actually a whole industry out there, remote closing, where you can work from home and do what you love. So immediately it made sense to jump in on this program, and I knew it had a great reputation. And although it's quite predominantly based in the US, I'm from the UK, and I even saw like this just makes sense. And it's not something I would normally sign up to, so I took that risk, got out of my comfort zone, and said let's just go in. And if I was going in for it, I was going to go all in and give it my all. So I joined the program and straight away started loving it. I loved the course material, so I started going through the material, started learning, taking notes, practicing, constantly listening to it, to the point where I was really comfortable with the material. I've been trained in sales prior to this, and I can honestly say this was the most valuable training I've ever had in my life. It shaped who I am now in terms of a sales professional. So yeah, so I started going through that material, started learning it. And once I was comfortable enough with the material, that's when I decided to start role playing with others in the group. The community is really supportive. So literally, you put a post up saying, listen, I'm looking for some role play partners. And people just jump straight in and say, yeah, we'll help you, blah, blah. So I started doing role plays constantly. The best way to learn is by doing. So I know for a lot of people who join the program, it's really out of their comfort zone and role playing with strangers, but everyone's in the same spot as you. They were all there at one point, or they are there currently. So lots of people are role playing there, and it's a great way to kind of practice for your interviews as well, which I'll get onto in a minute. So yeah, once I started kind of role playing, not just with members of the group, but people in charge. So Mate, he helped me with my role plays as well, which was crucial when it came to the recruitment process. So the recruitment process itself in the RCA, I can honestly say it's a lot easier than if you had to go out by yourself and try and find a job. As a recent graduate, I knew the struggle of trying to find a job. So the recruitment process was definitely a perk of the RCA. So basically, what happens is you would message the recruitment team, Savannah, and she would basically say, set up a meeting so I can ask some questions. And all she wants to do is get to know you, get to know your interests, so that when she is pairing you up with a team, she knows what you're interested in, and she knows if you're going to be a good fit or not. So literally within about a couple of days, Savannah connected me with someone in America, some setting position. So I mean, I was so excited for that. So I jumped for it, and after a few meetings with this guy, I unfortunately didn't get the position. But he gave me such incredible feedback that I wasn't disheartened at all. And I let Savannah know. I let Savannah know what the feedback was, and straight away she was like, "Listen, this opportunity has just come up in the UK. Actually, do you want me to jump you on this one?" So again, I was like, "Yeah, let's go for it." And literally within a few days of chatting to this guy in the UK, he stuck me on a role, which I'm in now. So currently a remote setter, and the earning potential is considerably higher than any of the graduate roles I was in prior. So it's amazing. And honestly, I can honestly say remote closing, remote setting, if I hadn't learned about this, I would just be doing my 9 to 5, just not enjoying myself. Whereas I actually get to do a job that I love now, and there's so much opportunity for progression, which is amazing, especially if you're looking for a career rather than just a job. So yeah, so overall, the RCA, I reckon I've learned more during my time in the program than I did in the whole 5 years of my university. That's the truth. Universities and stuff, you're learning the broad amount of information, but nothing specific and tailored to what you're actually doing. Whereas this is all tailored by someone that's been there, done that, and has proven that he can do it, which is cool. So yeah, it's definitely worth the investment, I'd say. And even if you were, struggling to find a job, and without the material alone, the job part of being able to hook you up with professional teams within the industry that can then get you a job role, that alone I'd say is worth it. So I mean, if you're on the cusp of deciding, should I go for this, should I not? I mean, honestly, go for it. Take that risk because the earning potential in this industry is huge. So I know it's a little bit of an investment, but you're going to make that back so quickly. So don't sweat about it. And so yeah, hope everyone enjoys the RCA.